Well, good morning, campers. Today I'm headed up to a place called the Pioneer Basin, which is about 9 miles or so up over that pass there. And it's already like 80 degrees. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning, which is ridiculous for 10,000 feet. It's going to be a scorcher today. And I think the pass is totally exposed, so I'm going to be sweating like a monkey butt all day today. But I am going to, instead of going up the trail, I'm going to go cross country up this cascade channel here, which you probably can't see because of the zoomed out nature of the lens. And the thunder clouds aren't building yet, but the cumulus clouds are already starting. And it's 9, like I said, it's 9 in the morning. And that is insane. So I think it's going to be a really interesting day. We might get smacked with some thunderstorms later, which could be very exciting, very scary, very cool. All right. Off we go. Alrighty, so finished my little cross-country scramble up the hill, which is pretty cool. Got to see a really nice waterfall. Ended at that pond down there. Out of breath. Now I'm headed up Mono Pass Trail. It's great to be back on a trail. It makes life so easy. Just want to point out this insane scenery. That's Mount Abbott, looming like a great monarch of the Sierra. Pretty spectacular. Check out these crags above Ruby Lake. This is some amazing shit. As I near the top of Mono Pass, you can see there's this very interesting dividing line here in the saddle where the snowfield comes down right to the very saddle, and that's it. And then it stops as soon as the land starts to slope back uphill. Interesting how those subtle little changes in the topography of the landscape can lead to such massive temperature changes that over here could be completely snow-free and over here is covered with snow. Anyway, this is the top of the pass. Woo! Leaving behind the Little Lakes Valley and heading over into the Mono Creek Basin, the fourth recesses in Pioneer Basin, where I'm heading today. Yeah, top of the pass, hey, 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 meow. Now check out this phenomenally beautiful lake here at the summit. Might even be called Summit Lake, I don't know. But to sum it all up, it's pretty spectacular. Okay, let's see what we got here. A bunch of huge ass mountains. A bunch of huge ass clouds. So that's Mount Baldwin way out there, which is McGee Creek. And then this basin here is the Pioneer Basin. That's where I'm going tonight. But I'm actually not going to go straight ahead, just the way the trail goes. I'm going to go down into this little basin past Golden Lake. As I recall from the last time I did this trail, it's a much nicer route. It's less sloggy, sandy, and it goes through some nice meadows and streams and stuff like that. So let's carry on. Well, coming down this little use trail here above Golden Lake and come to just about my least favorite thing to see, a soft, steep snowfield. This is not good. Actually, I see a set of tracks down there lower. I think maybe I might backtrack or just glissade a bit down this rock, down the scree to get down there. Let's see what happens. Oh, I'm not the only one. Look, somebody else trotted all the way down there. I'm going to follow in his footsteps because last thing I want to do is go sliding down this biatch. Now, if you have good balance, this kind of travel is actually pretty fun. You just want to make sure that you check your momentum every now and again so you don't end up in an uncontrollable slide, which would be unfun. Well, I definitely lost the route with that little detour. So back to my favorite, talus hopping through this mess of scree here. Blech. At least it's not too far around to the other side of the lake. So I'm in the Golden Creek Basin right here, which enters the Mono Creek Basin just down there, which leads down to Lake Thomas Edison and Fresno. Believe it or not, I'm close to Fresno. And there's some sweet thunderclouds up here. Looks like it's raining right there in this place called the Fourth Recess. So, man, wouldn't that be cool if you were a kid and you got 4 recesses? Well, anyway, I'm gonna go down there and hopefully not get too wet. Check out this sweet art store. Art store, get it? Place where you find a lot of paintbrushes. Hey-oh, I'll be here all week. Well, I just hit the trail junction for Pioneer Basin. It's about a mile that way. Making pretty good time. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon, so I got a lot of time left today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this trail here over to a place I've never been, Fourth Recess. There's a big lake over there. And I think I'm just going to do a quick little detour. It's only like a little over half a mile over there. So it should be a fun little jaunt. Just see something new. And then we'll get up to the basin. Well, alright. Made the Fourth Recess Lake. Very dramatic. Gigantic tarn, I suppose this place is, but it's really raining here, so I am going to not stick around because I don't want my camera or myself to get much wetter than we already are. But look at that blue sky up over there. Come on, camera. There it is. There's that blue sky. Crazy thing about the Sierra, you got 4 seasons in one day, as all the old timers will say. Anyway, what's up, mosquito? You're dead, that's what's up. You can't really see it in the video, but there's a pretty solid little rain going on out here right now. So, I think I'm just going to take this opportunity to grab lunch. And then, if it's still raining by the time I finish lunch, I'll just sack up, hike in the rain all the way to the Pioneer Basin. Where magically, it will stop raining, just because I know that's how it will work. Tuna! Tuna in the morning, tuna in the evening, tuna at supper time. When tuna's on a bagel, you can eat tuna anytime. Like right now. I haven't been able to film for the last hour because of the wet weather, but that's okay. All you missed was a bunch of me walking in the rain. But as predicted, once I arrived at the Pioneer Basin, although technically I'm in the upper Pioneer Basin, I got to the actual Pioneer Basin, first start of it, a while back, trudged on up. It stopped raining, and the clouds began to break up. And here I am at the upper lake, or the first lake, with some big ass mountains off there in the distance. And I'm not 100% sure what is what. I know that straight ahead is Mount Abbott. And that's pretty much it. I think I'm going to decide whether or not I want to stop here or keep on trudging along. But for the time being, I am pretty beat. So break time in any case. Well, I just had a wee scramble up to the top of the rock here. And I find myself feeling like I'm on top of the world. Just check out this view. Holy Christ. Oh, the sun came out, and it feels like a warm hug. It feels so good. I think I'm going to wander around a bit and check out these lakes up here and try to figure out where to go to shoot the sunset. And right now, I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I think I'm going to head back down to that lake if I don't find anything better. But even though I'm loath to pick up my pack again and trudge a mile back down there, it's just way more open. There's great reflections in the lake. There are streams that run into the lake with nice curves and channels. And these lakes up here, while they're beautiful, they're very closed in. And the view of the mountains is often sort of precluded by trees or rocks or hillsides. So even though it's lovely, I don't think it's quite as scenic for what I want to do. But hopefully if I find a good spot, I can stay up here because there are no bugs. That would be outstanding. And there's tons of wildflowers, also great. And there's no flowers and tons of bugs down at that lake. But I think it's better photography. So if anybody ever tells you that I don't suffer for my art, you can tell them that they are a liar. Check out this little pond right here. It's unreal. This kind of thing always makes me feel like I'm in prehistoric times or something. Like this landscape is so primitive and so untouched that it's just a different time. Okay, you know what? Screw the bugs. I'm gonna stay up here with the flowers. This lake is actually, it's okay. I mean, I guess it's sort of alright. Well, change of plans, unfortunately. My original intention with camping here in the upper basin was that I was going to go cross country over an unnamed pass into the McGee Creek area and then hoof it down to the McGee Creek Pack Station. But looking at the map just now, I realized I would add at least 5 or 6 miles to my hike distance versus just going back the way I came out. And not to mention then I'd have to hitchhike from McGee Creek down to Highway 395 and then back up to Little Lakes Valley. So I think I'm just going to bail back down to the lower basin and head back out the same way I came in tomorrow, with one minor exception. At the trailhead yesterday, I met this old codger who'd been in the area forever, and he told me about a secret little pass up out of Golden Lake that knocks like 3 or 4 miles off the trail distance. So I'm going to try that. And I scoped it out a little bit today on the way down. It looks really sketchy, so hopefully I don't get myself into too much trouble. Anyway, headed back down to the basin, and I'll be glad when I chuck this pack off for the last time today. Now, I'm not saying it would have been a bad decision to stay up there where I was, but it definitely was a great decision to come back down to this lower lake. It's just so much more open, and the view is nothing short of exceptional. Uh-oh, folks. I got a real bad feeling about this sunset. Got a bubbling and a boiling deep inside my guts. Tells me somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's eyes is gonna pop out of their head. Somebody's legs is gonna start kicking and thrashing. Somebody's spleen is gonna be pulsing. Hide your kids. Lock your doors. Get inside your fallout shelters, because this one's gonna go nuclear. Well, it didn't exactly go thermonuclear, but it was still awesome enough that I'm gonna do a silly chicken dance. Whoop, whoop, made it to the top. Let me show you what I just came up. Pretty cool, pretty fun. Not as hard as I thought.